The treaty area that we're on, the saying around the Treaty 6 area is as long as the sun shines, the river flows, and the grass grows, treaty is forever, right? So that was the belief when treaty, and we can learn some more. Is a gathering place for many different groups of First Nations people. These include, but were not limited to, the Cree, the Nakota Sioux, Blackfoot, Dene, and Saulteaux. People gathered here for many different reasons: for ceremony, for trade, for meetings, hunting, celebration, and rest.
What does reconciliation look like to us, a small rural community that is primarily non-Indigenous? We have asked ourselves the question, what does it mean when we say that we are all treaty people? And these guiding questions have been what has led us on a very unique and fulfilling school experience.
You may not vote. You may not get together to talk about your rights. You may not practice your spirituality or your traditional forms of government.
We have learned that the TRC believes reconciliation is about establishing and maintaining mutually respectful relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in this country. And for this to happen, there must be awareness of the past, acknowledgement of the harm that has been done, atonement for the causes and actions to change behavior. And so our class has set about arming ourselves with the knowledge of the past. We have been learning the history of colonization and how it has deeply impacted all Indigenous people across Canada. With this as a motivator, we, the future generation, are the ones to foster reconciliation. We know that we have a powerful role to play in paving the path of the future. We are the keepers of social memory, and we are the nurturers of a relationship built on respect and tolerance.
This time, I'm never going to allow video. And believe me, I've done this class many times. And I never allowed it because it's just not proper for us to video, all this stuff like this, especially the sacredness of this. So it's really, but today, for some reason, I'm going to allow it, probably because of virus.
We take very seriously the idea that we can be a voice to those who cannot yet speak. We consider ourselves a bridge from the younger generations to those who have grown up with a biased and tainted understanding of the historical injustices, the intergenerational trauma, and the colonial eradication of First Nations culture and traditions.
Remember what the Cree name for Edmonton is? Who got it? Beaver Hill. Yeah, Beaver Hill.
When we began this journey, we reached out to community and school members who had more knowledge and connections, especially Mrs. Mabon Grindy. She has been a pillar to our learning journey, and through her, we were introduced to two elders who had graciously shared their knowledge with us time and time again, Mr. Clifford Cardinal and Mrs. Alcina White. We have held a pipe ceremony at the Viking Ribstones and have learned both rattle and drum making from Clifford. We have done medicine walks and blanket exercises, as well as spent a day at Blue Quills, former residential school, with Alcina. We have studied revered Indian group of 7 artists Alex Janvier's work, toured Ford Hall and viewed the Ironfoot Place mosaic, as well as the painting Blood Tears in the Royal Alberta Museum, where Indigenous stories are woven throughout the gallery. We have also learned about the Manitou Stone and that it is significant and deeply spiritual to Indigenous people on the prairie.
This past September, we felt that we were ready to share some of our learning and knowledge, and so our class created a short informative video on Orange Shirt Day and residential school survivors. As we move forward on this journey, we are always looking to build more connections and relationships with people who are also on a similar journey. Our goal is to create a documentary about ourselves and our journey of learning. What does it mean to be a treaty person? One who is seeking answers and knowledge on reconciliation in a world where most of the adults are not yet at a place where they are willing to take a similar journey? We want to share our documentary and our learning with our parents and family, with our school community and others who are ready to hear that this message is important.
Every child matters.
Our teacher is honest with us when we have our class discussions. She does not have all of the answers, and she does not know exactly where this journey will take us. But we do understand that even though there may be uncertainty, this journey is worth taking, and the sky's the limit if we are willing to be vulnerable and open to learning. We understand that reconciliation is possible, and so what role do we, the youth, play in understanding, sharing, and encouraging reconciliation?